Hi, hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me today for Fitness Pilates. Just going to do half an hour today and hopefully you'll join me and enjoy it. So you need a drink of water and just a mat and yourself and a bit of space, and that's it. So this is nice and relaxing. Work within your means. If something feels too tasking, too hard, then just have a rest or make it easier. I'll give you options on each exercise and just work within your means, but just concentrate as well on your breathing. Important to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth in Pilates. So we want to just stand, feet hip-width apart and the hips slightly forward, drawing the thighs kind of back, so we're getting the legs sort of drawn back, tight bottom, shoulders down. So we're going to just lift the shoulders nice and high on our in breath through the nose, and out breath we're going to squeeze our shoulders down. So in breath, going to take it up, and out breath, squeeze, and then we're just going to roll the shoulders, draw them into center, and in breath and squeeze back on out. So it's a nice circular movement here, and then we're going to go the opposite way, drawing back and bring the arms circling forward, closing the chest into the front, and then lifting the arms. So we want in breath and out, drawing the tummy in tight, ribs lifted, arms nice and high, long tall back, head, crown of the head up to the ceiling, and in breath and out, in and out. And then we want to lift the two arms, lifting the two arms just nice and high on your in breath, tummy in extra tight, and out breath down. Coming onto toes if you can on your in breath and out breath. Again, up onto the toes on your in breath and out. And then we're going to feet grounded and then sit back on your in breath, reach the arms forward, flatten the back, nice long stretch, and out breath coming back up. In breath, nice long back again, tummy in and back. So just going to open up just the hips. We want circular movements, lifting the knee on your in breath and out breath, taking it round. So in breath and out, in and out. So we're opening up this hip, changing size, keeping your hips level to the front as you push back. In breath and out. I need this to wake me up today, one of those days. And lifting the knee to the front, grab around the knee and just lift up on your out breath. Good bit of balance for this ankle. Rotate the foot round, then round the other way. And then we drop that leg, take it up the other side, take a deep breath in, get your balance, breathe out and lift. And then you can circle if you wish, loosen up each ankle by little circular movements, and then drop that down. So just going to take the feet again, hip width apart, take the arms up, reach up, and as you breathe out, twist, press down. Breathe in, reach up, and breathe out, and twist, back. And then we're just going to do our little roll down and up, just to kind of open up each vertebrae up the back. So dropping the chin down, take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, we lower towards the floor. To as low as you want to go. You can have these legs slightly bent if you wish. And take a couple of breaths here. On your next out breath, we want to drag the belly button up, and then slowly we roll back up. Nice and slow, head coming up last. Roll those shoulders, give me 3 shoulder rolls back. And then we're going to do the same again. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and reach down, tummy up. Couple of breaths, and then you can bend your legs if you wish to walk forward. So you're going to just walk forward into your plank position, and tummy is up and hands directly underneath the shoulders. If you feel your back, you can just walk your toes forward, tummy up, and head looking forward and down. And nice tight tummy. If this is too difficult, take those knees down onto the mat. Keep holding up, keep the bottom sinking down. And hold. And then we do a little twist. So we're reaching up on the in breath, out breath, level your hips. Nice and slow, reaching up. You can follow the hand. So take the gaze up as you reach up. So we reach up and back. One more time, lifting. And then we're going to bring it back. Bring your knees down and sit back. Have a little rest. And if it hurts your knees to sit back, stick a cushion underneath your bottom. The knees can be split apart or they can be together. Ease down. Head down onto the mat, fingertips forward, elbows off your mat, guys, and just draw the elbows into centre. Allow the chest to expand as you breathe in through your nose. You can feel the pressure onto the legs, and as you breathe out, allow your body to get heavier. Couple more breaths at your own pace. And one more time. Nice big deep breath in and breathe out. So we're going to come up onto the fours. Just put a little bit of music on there. Just realised I didn't have it on. So nice gentle music. So onto fours. And drawing this belly button up extra tight, nice flat back. As we breathe out, we want to arch up, so we draw the belly button up, and then you start to curl up and drop your head under to get that nice stretch down the back of the neck into the spine. As we breathe in, belly button drops down, bottom lifts, and the head can tilt back if it's pain-free. If there's any pain, just keep the head facing forward. Out breath, really lift, get that nice big stretch into the back. And in breath, we drop back. One more time, breathing out. And breathing in. And then sit back again, wide knees this time, and sit back into child pose. Have a couple of breaths there. I'm just going to adjust this camera down a little bit. Make sure you can see properly. So keep breathing. And then nice and slowly bring yourself up onto the knees. So we want to be knees hip width apart. And we're going to lean back without pushing your bottom back. The bottom pushes forward so that the hips is pushing out to the front. So arms are forward. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, sink back, push the hips forward. As we breathe in, we're going to just take the arms up and get a nice big stretch. So as we breathe out, we're going to sink back. As we breathe in, really lift the ribs, get that stretch. Out breath. Now the lower you sink back, the more you'll feel this in the legs. So we breathe out as we push back, and we breathe in as we lift. We're going to stay back this time. Just hold a static hold. Push the hips forward. The legs will start to burn. If it's too much, just come back up and then come back in. Have a little rest in between. Keep your chin lifted. Keep this good posture. Keep holding. Doing so good. And then come back up. So we're just going to take it into a little sit onto your sit bones, legs bent, and we're going to lean back from this position. So the hands are forward, the chin is up. This time we want the arch, the curl of the back. So we sink back, rolling the hips up, sink back, and then if you want to sit at the hands, we can do in breath and out, in and out. Nice lift. So we're lifting, arms right up in line with the ears. Keep breathing in on one, out on the other. And if you need a rest, come up and take a rest. Keep breathing and give it a little rest. Grab underneath the knees, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders down, chest nice and proud. And out breath, sink back, hips up, chest, chin coming down towards your chest. Couple of breaths here. In breath, lift up again, and out breath, taking it back, drawing the tummy down. And then we're going to roll down. So roll down onto your mat. So we're just going to have the legs up at 90. So the legs tabletop. And then we're going to tap down, out breath and in. Out and in. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult, hands to temples and draw this tummy down tight. Taking it 2 legs, the closer you tap, the easier it'll be. So we breathe out and in, out and in. So if you're taking it further away, it'll be harder. You want to really draw this tummy down extra tight. Breathe in, out and in, out and in. One more. And hug in. Give a little hug. Rock back side to side. And we're going to just come up, grab your knees, bring yourself up. So we're going to take the legs up to tabletop. So we're trying to get a balance, where we take one leg up, then the other leg, and reach up. If you do have difficulty in staying up, you can have your hands behind on the mat. Just lift, hold that position, and have a little rest. So we're just going to lift, think of the body as a capital A with the hands, and we lean back to get tension onto the core. As you breathe out, you lift one knee up in between the gap and tighten up the stomach. So breathe out and in, out and in. Stretch up, curl and lift. So you're leaning back with the shoulders, getting the tension onto the core, and we just lift, squeeze that tummy. So out breath and in breath. Out and in. So really, really work to emphasize that tightening of your tummy. Never to spine on your lift. And have a little rest. So we're just going to take the hands above the head, and then we want to pretend we're pushing down through water. So it's not so much of a twist, as in just reaching down and push to the side. Again, you're focusing on leaning back to get the tension onto the stomach. And we breathe out and in. So as you push down, squeeze that belly button in. So really push to work the stomach. The knees are not closing in. You keep the same space. So it's like push and lift, push and lift. So really squeeze nice and tight and have a rest. So just going to allow the knees just to drop out slightly and just allow your head to hang. So wherever you're comfortable, so we're opening up again the back of the neck. You can have your legs wider, just the head to hang nice loosely. Get the tension out of your neck. And then we're going to have one leg out, one leg bent. So this time when you lean back, the hands are forward. So if your hands are back at any point, then that is you making it easier. It takes a lot of tension off your tummy if your hands are behind. If the hands are forward, you work extra hard, so you can pick which one you want to do if it gets too difficult. So to begin with, we're just lifting your foot off the floor, holding the tension, and again we're just lifting. So we breathe out and in. The big fingers are just relaxing on this mat for balance. Breathe out and in. So working into the hip flexor and the tummy. Have a rest, change legs, lift, breathe out and in. Try and keep the upper body nice and still, so you're not coming in and out here. You're just lifting, keeping the shoulders still. And rest. And again, if it gets too much, slide the hands back, take pressure off, and have a rest if you need a rest. So from there, we're going to do a knee in and out. So the same thing. So we'll have our right leg out straight, left leg bent, lean back, lift that leg, and in and out. Sorry, bend the right leg, take the left leg in and out. And then we're going to take that leg up and down 3 times, just 3 lifts. And then we're going to do 1 each. So we go out breath and in breath, out and in. So bend and straighten, lift and lower. Squeeze. If you need a rest, have a rest. It's really challenging. And 1 more each. And have a little stretch. Reach up, push back the shoulders, lean back and stretch through the arms, head down. In breath, lift, chest forward, shoulders back, and back down, head down, and we repeat that on the other side. So we're going to take the knee in and out. First of all, slide back. Now the lower you lean back, guys, the harder this will be. So take it to a position of choice, lift the leg, and then out breath and in. So really squeeze that belly button. Can't emphasize enough how hard it is how hard you make it. And then we go 3 lifts. Breathe out and in, out and in. And then we go 1 of each. So in and out, up and down. So breathe out and in, out and in. And rest. So let's just roll down. Take one knee into chest, straighten the other one, get a little stretch, change sides. Other leg out, draw that knee in on your out breath, and then a double knee hug, squeezing in tight, extra tight. And then we're going to come up onto our side plank. So again, elbow, we're coming onto an elbow side plank, and your knee, if your knee is on the mat, make sure your knee is in line with your hip, not forward. So even if you're on your knee, your body is in a nice straight line from your shoulder, your hip and your ankle. And if one foot is in front of each other, that'll be a little bit harder. And if you are taking one foot stacked on top of one another, then that's your most difficult. So we push up and we hold. And we breathe in, down with the hip, and breathe out, up. So in and out, in and out, in. And if it hurts your elbow, guys, I always say either like double up your mat, stick a cushion under the elbow, just don't work through any pain. You want to put extra padding to protect your joints. And push, push. Nice and high, pushing up. Have a little rest. So we're going to take that now into a single leg lift at the top. So we're going to take the leg up and down. If you don't want to do that, just stick with a hip up and down, or you can just stick with a static plank, side plank, one of your choice. And again, rest in between if you need a rest. Push up into your plank, and then we lift this leg. So breathe out and in. Keep this hip up. If the hip sinks down, take that bottom knee onto the mat if you haven't got it down already, and rest. So from there, we're going to draw opposite elbow and knee together, and then lengthen. And again, it can be knee on the mat, or it can be from your full side plank, from the elbow, not full arm. Okay, push up, reach over your head, then breathe out and in, out and in. Keeping that hip up, doing so good. And two more. Last one, and rest. Swapping sides. Again, any extra padding needed, get it under that other elbow. Work from a comfortable position. And if it hurts your hip, if you're lying on your side, the same thing. Just make sure you have some protection under these bones. If you have a hard floor, sometimes you'll feel it more, obviously, on your joints. So we lift, guys. And nice and high. And we go down and up. Breathe in, breathe out. In and out. Try and keep the two shoulders above one another, the two hips above one another to the front. Work it. Push up. Rest. So the next one is lifting your top leg up and down. And again, whenever you look down your body should be in a straight line from the shoulder down to the toes, to the ankles. So we're pushing up. You might have one side better than the other, you might have a weaker side, and if it feels too much, stick with one of the other ones. You don't have to lift the leg. So we lift and lower. Breathe out and in. Out and in. 2 more. Last one. And rest. So the last one you'll be doing is on this one, on the side plank, is elbow coming towards your knee, holding the bottom hip up though. I always say if your hip sinks down, your technique starts to go. Don't work through that, don't injure yourself, just take a down knee on the mat and work within a comfortable but a good position. So we up, we stretch, get your balance first, then breathe out, breathe in. Two more, guys. Doing so good. Last one. And rest. Excellent. So we're going to bring it into full arm plank, and we want to try and lift one leg. So lifting one leg, on in breath we lift the leg, and on out breath we come back down. So again, good posture, into hands down, stand back into your plank, tummy down and head forward, and then lift and lower. So in breath and out, in and out. So just lifting. Two more. And rest. Set back. Child pose. Reach your fingers forward. And from there, when we lift the leg up, we're going to push the chest down. So we're lifting a bit higher, come back onto the toes. And again, if you do need the knee on the floor for your plank, you can do that. So we're going to lift and push down the chest and bend the heel back towards your bottom. Keep those shoulders level. And then bring that leg back down into your plank. Lift the other leg, push the chest down, level shoulders, bend the heel back to your bottom, lift the knee. Take that leg back, bring it down, sit back and stretch. Okay, so we're going to take it into a sit position. I'm going to try and take the legs into hands under the legs, lifting the legs up, and then from there trying to straighten those legs, nice long arms, and we're going to take those legs apart. We're going to lift the chest. So we're going to breathe out and in, breathe out and in, out and in. Nice lift of the chest as you push those legs out, and hold the legs out, hold the chest up. Bring the legs in and give a little hug, lifting the shoulders. And we're going to do that one more time. And we're going to take the legs this time. So we breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Hold those legs up. Hold the tummy in. Extra tight, take the legs out, hold that posture, nice and tall, keep that squeeze, and keep holding. Bring the legs in, and then we're just going to roll it down. So either legs bent or legs out straight. So we're going to roll down slow in your out breath. drag the tummy in, reach above the head, and in breath, come all the way up and fold forward on your out breath. In breath, reach up, long back, out breath, roll down, stretch, in breath, up to ceiling, flat back, out breath, curved back, head rested, stay in this position, hands on your shins or on your toes, sink lower, you might want to move your sit bones back a little bit, ease yourself down, hands can be on your mat, couple of breaths, hands either back on the shins or the toes. In breath, lift the chest, push forward, head lifted. Out breath, head down, curled, point your toes. Out breath, chest up, toes back. And in breath, couple of breaths, relax into your stretch. Come as low as you can go now, pushing down. Trying to work your way down as comfortable as possible. Breathe in, the head is rested. And nice and slowly roll back up. So we're just going to sit comfortable. Legs bent, cushion under the bottom if you wish. And we're just going to do our little twist. So we want one hand behind, one hand on the opposite knee. Lift the chest up on in breath and breathe out and twist. Couple of breaths, look behind if there's no neck pain. If there is, guys, head side on to take pressure off your neck. Changing sides, hands behind, in breath, lift the chest, nice tall back, breathe out and twist. Keep your twist, keep your breathing, nice and slow. Push back on your out breath. Bring it back round, palm into the mat, or fingertips, head dropped over. You can ease your head over if there's a lot of tension in the neck and you want an added stretch down into the shoulder. Don't overstretch. Change sides, drop the head, push the palm down, and increasing that would be that gentle pressure to ease the head over. Push the palm down, keep that stretch on, and nice and slowly breathe out and push out, drop your head forward. And chest opener, push back, opening of your chest, front of the shoulders, and then as you lift you get that lovely stretch up the front of the shoulders and the chest. Chin up, breathe out, lift higher. Keep working up the way on your breathing out. And relax. One hand down, one hand up. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, come over. Keep your shoulder back. If you want to come all the way down onto the elbow, you can, but make sure that both the bottom cheeks are sitting down on your mat. Bringing it up so you can just stay with the bent arm. You don't have to come down onto the elbow if it's enough. Depends on how you feel on this Friday. You can come lower if you wish. Push down that hip on the other side, the bottom, so it's not lifting. And nice and slowly come up. Take a deep breath in, reach up, nice tall back, and breathe out. Breathe in, reach up, and breathe out. And one more time, big deep breath in. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back next week on Thursday morning at 8 for Fat Burn Extreme. Take care, have a good weekend, guys. Have a little drink now, get some refreshment, and just have a good weekend. And again, any comments, please put them up and I'll get back to you. But thanks for joining me, appreciate it. Bye.